What's going on?
Both of them?
Yeah. And you're just going to be detained, right?
On September 27, 2023, West Palm Beach detectives responded to a call from the owner of Avocado Grill restaurant in West Palm Beach, Florida. The owner reported a coordinated scam involving 3 women who attempted to defraud the restaurant out of over $9,000. The women claimed that one of them had broken a tooth after allegedly finding a rock in her salad during a visit to the restaurant. They demanded compensation for dental expenses. However, after a thorough investigation, the owner discovered that the claim was false, leading him to contact law enforcement for assistance in resolving the matter.
I'm presently located at 125 Datura Street in the city of West Palm Beach, Florida, at the Avocado Grill. Avocado Grill, sir, could you state your first and last name? Julian, sir, what is your title here at the Avocado
I'm the owner.
The owner. And you and I spoke briefly today, as well as yesterday off the record, and you informed me of an incident that occurred last Friday, which...
5 p.m.
At about 5 p.m. Last Friday, which was September the 22nd at or around 5 p.m. Could you tell me what happened in that incident?
We had a table of 4 people, two ladies and then 2 younger girls, which we believe they were their daughters, but we're not sure. They called the manager, after they ordered their entree, they called the manager over. One of the lady was holding a napkin on her tooth, said that she believes that she cracked her tooth chewing on a rock in her salad.
Okay. Do you keep rocks in your kitchen?
No.
Okay.
She showed us the rock, a small black rock. Then my managers, the first manager that was on duty was Bryce, talked to them. And then he asked for help with Daniel, my new manager, to come over to the table. So both managers were talking to that table.
And were you there to meet these 2 females on Friday?
I was not.
Okay, so did Bryce and or Daniel, your managers, inform you of this after the fact?
Correct.
Okay.
They called me right away.
Alrighty, and continue.
And basically, my managers felt bad because she apparently was hurt. Although very uncommon to have a rock in a salad, that has never happened to us.
Right.
My managers took it seriously. We felt bad for the table, so we calmed the whole meal. I don't know exactly the the amount yet, but we'll get to that.
Was it over $100?
I believe it was,
okay.
yeah. Right. And then we told the guests that we would like to keep in touch and check on them. We took their information. We wrote an incident report.
Right.
With actually, I believe it was Daniel that wrote the entire report with what happened. We called the guests. I told Daniel to call the guests on Sunday to check on them. They called us back on Monday. So on Monday it was my new general manager, Heather, that answered the phone. She spoke to her over the phone, and she said she was going to get...
When you say Heather spoke to her, was this the individual who we believe injured themselves?
Yes.
Okay.
The Elaine Sanders.
And Elaine was the name that she had provided on Friday to your managers?
Yes.
Okay. Which is the same name on the incident report.
And then Heather, the manager, gave Elaine her email address. And we got an invoice yesterday for, I forgot the right amount, but
between $8,000 and $9,000.
Between $8,000 and $9,000.
Okay. And from your knowledge, did Heather request that invoice or offer to pay, or how did that work?
I told my managers to check on if they were going to go to the dentist to see and to check if they had dental insurance and to check if there was any cost, and that I would be willing to be paying for those costs in case there was.
In a situation like that, what would be the protocol? Would that come out of your pocket? Would that come out of profits of the business? Would that come out of insurance?
So if it was something minimal, we would be paying it directly. But
In this situation, being that it was over $8,000, would that have been an insurance claim?
yes,
Okay. And that would be through your business insurance?
yes,
Okay.
general liability.
Okay. So let's fast forward. So we get this invoice. I believe it was $8,776, something to that too, between $8,000 and $9,000. Heather receives that via email from Elaine, who's a suspected lady who had
Yes.
her tooth cracked.
She forwards me the email.
Heather forwards you the email. So what happens with her right now?
As soon as I open it, I see the large amount, so I decided to email my insurance agent. As soon as I sent him the email with what happened, he called me and told me that he has been hearing about this scam all over Florida and multiple of his customers that he had to deal with. So he basically said that it's probably fake.
Right. And when you just showed me an email between you and Keith, your insurance guy. In emailing him that invoice, was your intent to open an insurance claim with him?
Yes.
Okay, because the language read, we need to open a claim.
Yes.
All right, so that was originally what
Yes.
what you intended to do with
Yes.
the incident.
And,
And Keith responded, as you just said, this is probably a scam. And how does he know that?
He knows that because he has been hearing about it, and he has other customers of his that have called him with the exact same issue and
MO, we'll call it, the
Yeah.
same MO. And this invoice, do you recall what business it was, or without it in front of you? Was it here in West Palm?
it was a dentist in Coral Springs.
Coral Springs.
Yeah.
Right. And did you reach out to that business after your conversation with Keith?
Yeah. After my conversation with him, I was just being curious, and I was like, let me see if I can get some information from that dentist,
Right.
because it was also, the services from the dentist were done 3 days after the incident, which is not typical for a dentist.
Yeah.
When I talked to the receptionist, I had to push a little bit to be able to talk to the manager. The manager talked to me, and she says, I cannot identify if this person is a patient of mine because of HEPA, but if you forward me the invoice, I will look at it and tell you if that's a real invoice.
Okay.
As we were on the phone, I forwarded her the the invoice, and she immediately said it is not a true invoice,
Right.
or bill. And she says that it was her letterhead, it was her address, it was her phone number, the dentist's phone number, but it was a fake invoice. And then she confirmed that Elaine Sanders was not one of her patients.
Okay. Because it was a fake invoice.
Because it was a fake
Gotcha.
invoice.
Alrighty. Fake invoice. And when did that phone call with the dentist occur? Was that yesterday?
Yesterday
26th.
around 4 p.m.
Okay, gotcha. Alright. Have you had any personal contact with these two ladies who were here last
I
Friday?
have not.
Alright.
Only my managers.
Okay. Alright. But 100% before Keith gave you the red flag, we were definitely going to open an insurance claim and get these people paid.
Exactly. Yes.
Alright. And did they ever solicit payment? Or
I wasn't there during the conversations, but I don't know what was exchanged. So I was just informed there was an issue, and I instructed my managers, hey, let's follow up with this customer to make sure that they're okay.
happen to collect the rock or take photographs? Or
Yes, we have photographs of the rocks. Yep.
Okay. All right. And
Did they request medical attention in that specific?
No, they denied
ambulance.
medical attention. We offered that, I believe, because that's always our. If there's an incident, we offer medical help, and they denied it.
You're cooperating with this investigation?
Yes.
You want to prosecute?
Yes.
And everything you provided was the truth, and you agreed to talk to us on your own?
Absolutely.
Is all the information you provided the truth?
It is.
And did you agree to cooperate with us on your own?
I do.
Following the interview with the restaurant owner, detectives proceeded to follow up on a key piece of evidence: the dental invoice provided by the accused. The women had submitted documentation from a dental practice to support their claim, but suspicions arose about its authenticity. Detectives visited the dental office listed on the invoice to verify its legitimacy and determine whether the paperwork had actually originated from the practice. Their goal was to confirm whether the invoice was genuine or part of the fraudulent scheme.
Police Department, current date is September the 27th, 2023. As a victim and or witness of this incident, sir, could you please state your first and last name? For me, please. Do you swear that the information you are going to provide will be the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. All right, Dr. Conte, are you the owner, proprietor of Coral Dental?
Coral Dental, okay, yes, sir.
Okay, and what is your role here?
I'm the owner, I'm the dentist, primary dentist of the Coral Dental Care Office.
Okay, and how many dentists do you have at this practice?
We have two more. My wife, Dr. Nidia Conte, Nivia Conte, C-O-N-T-E, and my daughter, Catherine Conte.
Beautiful, family business. That's
Family
awesome.
business.
That's fantastic.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, and I spoke to either you or an employee earlier today, as well as a victim of this incident yesterday and today, regarding your business being falsely portrayed in fake medical bills. So what I'm going to show you is what was received, I believe, yesterday at about 5 p.m. to Mr. Julian of the Avocado Grill. If you could just take a minute to look at that.
Sure.
And just for the record.
Okay.
Alrighty. So is this a invoice or proposal or patient care plan or anything that has anything to do with your practice?
Not at all.
Alright, we can see at the top here it says Coral Dental Care, and there's a nice little emblem of a molar, I believe. I'm not
Yes, I believe so.
Is this your emblem? Is this your company name?
No.
Alright, is Coral
Can
Dental
I
Care?
show you?
Yeah, absolutely.
My logo for my letterhead is this one right here. This is how it looks like. And for whatever statement or invoices, this is how it looks like.
Okay. And have your statements or invoices or your emblem ever reflected what is on this paper I'm showing you?
Not even close, no.
Okay. Is the phone number to your business 954-344-6266?
Yes, that is correct.
Is that the same number that you see on this?
Same number, and they use the same address as well. The
Same
address
address.
is correct, yes.
Okay. Do you have, obviously there's a name here at the top, Elaine Sanders. It's already been established that she is not a patient here.
She's not a patient.
Okay.
We have never heard that name before.
Okay, so on September the 25th of 2023, did you or any of the other dentists have a consult with Miss Elaine Sanders that would be reflected in this invoice?
No.
All right, and has she ever been a patient here?
No.
Okay. Again, it's a family operated business. I'm sure you would know pretty much all your patients.
Pretty much,
right?
yes.
Okay, so again, there was no, and I'm just going to list them. Number 10. Okay, so number 10 is a tooth.
Number 10 is a tooth.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
So there's no extraction for $650, bone grafting for $1,875, or implant invoice or proposal for $6,250 for Miss Elaine Sanders with the date of birth 2/11 of 78. That occurred on her alleged visit on September 25th, 2023.
No.
Is anything on this accurate?
Not at all.
Okay. What I'm going to show you is, I believe, a new patient record that was provided by this lady, Miss Sanders. It's Julian of Avocado Grill.
This is not ours.
That's
this is not my form. This is not even similar to my form.
Gotcha.
It has some, information, but it's not my form.
Okay. You see there's a signature at the bottom. Is that your signature?
No.
All right.
Not even
Do you know,
close.
again, we said your wife or your daughter are also physicians. Is that either their signature?
No.
or
No.
All right. And up at the top here, where it says physician.
No.
No, does not ring any bells. Right?
No,
Do you
not
have
close.
a patient record file that you show for the record that you would have used?
Yeah, this is what I would use for new patients that comes. This is what they fill up, the personal information, and this is the medical history as far as medication they're taking or any other disease.
All right, perfect. We don't know Elaine Sanders. Oh, they also have, look at this, I just noticed this. They have the suite number. Is it 114
Suite
or 104?
114, yeah.
114.
Suite 114.
Okay. And that's a correction. We were presently located at suite 114.
Yes.
I believe I advised 104. That's a correction for the record. Alrighty, if I could just have you just initial and date anywhere along here. This is just you confirming that this is not your record, this is never produced by you, and this is in fact a false representation of your business. Alrighty, perfect. And if you could just do the same, in and around here is fine, just at the top. So we've determined that your practice has been falsely represented for the purposes of fraud.
That is correct.
Okay. Are you going to be a cooperating victim?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And
Yes.
is everything you told me the truth?
Yes.
And did you agree to talk to me on your own? No one
Yes.
pressured you?
At all.
Okay. This is going to be end of statement. Time is 15:31.
As part of the coordinated effort to apprehend the suspects, one of the restaurant managers reached out to the accused woman to finalize the amount she claimed she would accept to settle her complaint. During the conversation, the manager also offered to connect her directly with the restaurant owner to discuss the matter further. Unbeknownst to her, the individual she was about to speak with was actually an undercover detective posing as the owner. Due to the sensitive nature of his role, the identity of the undercover detective is intentionally concealed in this video.
You said you spoke to Heather? Sorry, I just got on the computer so I could...
Yeah, no, I did return your phone call, but you wasn't in. I did go to my dentist, and there is work that needs to be done, unfortunately, and I sent over the treatment plan and also some medical records on my previous teeth. I guess that Heather wanted to see in Bryce regarding the condition of my teeth, so I had sent them over all that stuff.
Okay.
Just want to make sure that she received it. She gave me her email. I don't know if that's going to go to Bryce or not, or...
Okay, unfortunately, Bryce and Heather are off today, and I'm here by myself.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So what is it that you are looking for?
I just want, this work to be done for my treatment plan. I don't have no dental insurance. And the treatment plan is like $87.50. There's a lot of work that needs to be done. It's $8,700 of work that needs to be done due to this. And I've sent over my records, my dental notes, that my teeth were in great condition before this occurred. And I just want, my dental work to be taken care of. I want to be compensated for that so I can get my work done, because that shouldn't have been in the salad.
Okay. Well, I got an idea. Julian is here doing work. Do you want to speak to him? He's probably the best guy to do, because obviously it's his business, and I mean that would be a great, probably the best point of contact for you. So I'll tell you what. Let me grab him, and then you can have a chat to him. Give me 1 second.
Thank you, Daniel. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, is this Elaine?
Yes, how are you? I didn't have the pleasure of speaking with you. What's your
Yes,
name?
hi, I'm Julian. How are you? So sorry you're going through this. I appreciate you following up with us.
Yes, thank you so much. I dealt with Bryce and Daniel and Heather. They're very lovely people.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that.
Good. I sent Heather some stuff over that she requested from me. I don't know if you're familiar with the situation.
Yeah. My team has let me know, and I spoke to her.
I enjoyed everything. Everything was a beautiful scenery, and then there was a rock in my salad.
Yes, I'm so sorry you had to go through that. And they showed me the photo. I mean, I already spoke to my kitchen staff too, so.
And I thought it was nothing. It was continuing to bother me, so I went to my dentist a few days ago, and he had given me a treatment plan. And I also even sent over to Heather my medical records previously from before this incident that they asked of me, and my teeth were in great condition. And now there's work that needs to be done, and unfortunately, I have no dental insurance to cover this.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Elaine. And yes, Heather did send me that invoice. I'm so sorry that you're going through that. I can't say sorry enough.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. And so I was wondering, because obviously, like, we're a small business and stuff, and that's a lot of money. And you know how insurance works.
I can't believe it either. I'm in shock. And I had Heather asked me for my medical records, and I had sent them over. Actually, I received them from my dentist today, and I sent her over medical records and dentist notes stating that my teeth were in good condition way before this happened.
Okay, yeah, I just saw the invoice. I didn't see like the records, but yeah, I'll go back and double check that.
Yeah, I just sent her over. I think it was, she gave me her email, Heather something at Avocado Grill. That's the only email that I got because Bryce said he didn't speak too good of English and he wanted her to talk to me.
Yeah, that's right.
Email.
Absolutely.
Daniel just asked me what am I looking for. I just want to be, I want my work to be done, because I can't afford this work, and obviously, that's shit that's in the salad. Absolutely.
Yes, and we want to help you as much as we can. And was that a quote, or did you already receive the work?
No, I did not receive the work. That was a quote from my dentist stating what's wrong. I've been going to him for a long time, and
very
have
good.
Not got the work done.
And what dental place was it? I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry?
What was the dental office? I apologize. I don't have it right in front of me.
It was called Coral Dental.
Oh yeah, I've heard of them down in Coral Springs.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. All right, so look, Elaine, I really would prefer to not go through insurance for something like this.
Of course, I understand.
And just you know how it is. It's difficult for us small businesses, and with the rates at what they are, something like this would just end up costing me an arm or a leg in the future. So I really want to remediate this. Would you be open to meeting, and I could either write you a check or give you some cash, maybe not the full amount right now, because it would have to come out of
What do you think is fair?
I mean, how much was it? Was $8,700 was the proposal?
It was 87, I think 75.
87.75. I mean, what would you think would be fair to sort of make this go away?
Maybe like maybe half of it, maybe like 6. I could at least do some of the work and try to get some of it done.
Okay.
Because that's a big amount.
Yeah, no, I agree, absolutely. And the bigger the amount, the more difficult it is.
Yeah. If I could at least give them,
Okay. How about this? 6. Okay, that sounds pretty fair. Elaine, what is your phone number? Because I don't see it here on the business phone.
Oh, it's area code 78.
This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to call my finance guy, my CPA, and see how much he'd be willing to do.
Yeah,
right?
You can help me out, Julie.
Yeah, because I really just want to get this behind us.
Meet in the middle, and I could try to come up with the rest. Not a problem. But I don't think it's fair for me to pay the whole thing, No,
I agree, and again, I can't express how sorry we are that you have to go through this.
Yeah, and I don't want you to go through insurance, too. I understand you have a beautiful business. I don't want to take it that far. If we could meet in the middle, and I could just try to get some of this work done myself.
Okay. Would you be able to? I'm right when we get off the phone. I'm gonna talk to my CPA. But
okay.
Would you be able to meet? Tomorrow.
In person tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay, is there any way that we can handle this through the phone? I mean, you could talk to me through the phone. Is that okay? I mean,
I would. Well, okay. I'm going to let you in on a secret. Well, not really a secret. I was actually the victim of one wire fraud, which we actually came across. Yeah, $31,000 check today. Actually, that was compromised. Yeah, I originally had sent a wire and then ended up getting intercepted. And then about 6 months ago, I had sent a check to a contractor, and it was stolen from the mail. So in order for me to sleep soundly at night and make sure that you receive these funds, I would much prefer to just do an exchange in person, and I would even give you a receipt, and we could just move on from this and call it a day.
Would you do a check or would you do cash? Because if it's a check...
Well, I would prefer to do cash, just because you know how audits are and stuff. I really don't want questions coming up. Yeah.
I understand. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I have to look at my schedule. That's fine. I can let you know. But give me a call back.
Okay, perfect. Yes. Elaine, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Julian, I appreciate your
All right, I'm going to give you a call back shortly. Let me just call my CPA.
Okay, thank you.
All right, call you right back. Bye.
With this confirmation of fraud, detectives escalated their investigation. The detective arranged an in-person meeting under the pretense of settling the issue privately. setting the stage for law enforcement to move forward with a planned arrest of the individuals involved in the scam.
Hello?
Hi, Elaine. It's Julian.
Yes, hi.
Hi.
Hi, Julian.
Okay, so I was able to get Daniel found the form, and I'm having my wife run to the bank. So can you do like 6:30, 6:45 before our dinner rush? We can meet at the restaurant?
That's perfect. Where can I meet you at? Can I meet you at the restaurant?
Yeah, at the restaurant is fine.
Okay.
And remember, it just... I want to make sure that we get that signature. I'm having a lot of...
Okay, perfect. So I just gotta sign it, right? That's all?
Yeah, I have a lot of anxiety about this, so I just want to make sure.
I know. Listen, I thank you for coming to an agreement with me, a deal, so I could start this work. And, once I sign this form, I'm not going to pursue it anymore. I'm just going to get my work done and give the rest that I have to do.
Okay, perfect. We appreciate that.
Okay.
And then
so I can meet
Daniel...
you at the restaurant.
Yeah, and Daniel's just going to be there just as a witness for the signature because...
That's fine.
I mean, he says how friendly you and your friend were, so he's very fond of you guys.
I'm going to bring her with me. She's actually going to drive for me. So I'm in some pain,
okay.
And I'm a little, I'm tired. I had a long day, so she's going to drive for me if that's okay.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Also, she'll be my witness too, so
perfect.
She's going to be there too.
Perfect, awesome.
Okay, good.
All right, so we'll shoot for like 6:30, 6:45. We just have to do we do like a family dinner thing at like 5 o'clock.
Okay, so I'll be there around 6:30. Is that okay?
Okay, perfect. And then I'll just call you when we finish up our pre-dinner meeting, and then we'll have you come in, and we'll just get it over with, and we'll move on.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much, Julian. I appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, Elaine. You take care. See you later.
You too.
All right, bye-bye.
Now, with the suspects present at the restaurant for the staged meeting with the undercover detective, law enforcement moves in to arrest them.
What's
going on?
Both of them?
Yeah. And you're just going to be the detainer?
Both of them?
Yeah. Ma'am, you're just going to be the detainer? Is this your phone?
Where's your car? Where's your car? What kind of car is it? What kind of car is it? The car's a Cadillac Escalade. Or a Cadillac.
There's someone in the car.
Who's in the car?
My daughter's in the car.
She's inside with her daughters in the car. They're detained.
What car did you come in?
I have a little Cadillac.
Cadillac?
Yeah.
Okay, who's in the car?
I'm sorry?
Who's in the vehicle?
My daughter, but maybe she had to leave because she had to go pick up something that she went to go get.
Apparently it's the daughter in the car. Okay, black Cadillac, you said?
Yeah.
Where's it parked?
It was in handicap. I have no.
What's your name?
Lieutenant.
Only ask me.
Well, we want to speak to somebody. I mean, I don't understand what this is about.
I'm absolutely
I'm sorry?
I'm absolutely going to speak to you.
Yeah.
We're the police department. We're conducting an investigation, so you have to identify yourself. That's part of how this works.
Okay. Well, I don't appreciate you holding my purse and looking in my purse. You're not supposed to do that.
Okay.
Are you a lawyer?
No, but not supposed to look in my purse. That's my private property.
You didn't dig through it.
Well, he was looking in it. That's my purse. That's my private property.
Ma'am, we can't, listen, we can, because we can look for weapons or
I don't
evidence
have
of the
to do that
crime.
in there, but
Okay?
he don't have a police outfit on. Why are you looking and holding my purse? Oh, okay. All right. Well, what is your name?
I'm the one that's going to be arrested. So that's me. So I'm interested in her. I'm just asking you what.
I understand.
So I'm going to hold on to your.
Okay.
I'll hold on to it.
No
Look,
problem.
see this? It's a body camera. We're recording everything. So we'll step
No
over.
problem. I just want to make sure she's all right. That's my. Yeah. You're okay? Because you.
Just have a seat.
Yeah.
Okay?
I'm just worried about her because she was shaky in the car. I don't.
Where's her medication at?
Is it in your
Hi.
in the car?
In the car?
Yeah.
Okay, we can get it. We just gotta find the car.
Do you need it now? Do you need us to
No,
get a minute?
no.
Okay.
Are you okay? You sure? Henry, knock it out.
Detectives identify a Cadillac parked just outside the restaurant that the suspects had arrived in. Another individual was waiting in the car, unaware that the operation had been compromised. Investigators later confirmed that she, too, is connected to the fraudulent scheme.
Yeah, this is this your placard, ma'am?
Excuse
Are
me?
you handicapped?
Yeah, my friend is, my aunt's with her, it's inside. She has an injury in her leg. But this is not my car, this is a friend of mine's.
Is this
Inside.
Elaine's car or someone else's car?
This is Elaine's aunt, she's inside.
So
Her name is
Elaine's in
Mary.
there with the aunt. This is Aunt's car.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can
You're
I
okay.
ask what's going on?
We're figuring it out.
Okay.
So you're fine. You're not handcuffed. Just cooperate with us and you'll be
That's
good.
fine. Okay.
No, the other.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you today?
Good, how are you?
What's your name?
My name is Sheila.
Sheila.
Yes.
Okay,
How can
Sheila.
I help you?
All right. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Do you have ID on you?
Yeah, I do.
Is it in the car somewhere?
It's in my purse. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't look at your license. Are
No,
you from?
I'm
not
from Hollywood. I'm just a friend of Elaine. She asked me to drive her down there, so.
Okay.
I mean, I came with
That's
them.
probably
I
what
sit
they're
in
going
the
to
car.
talk to you about, but
Okay.
She just asked you to come up and do a favor for her, like, hey, come
Yeah,
up.
they wanted me to come drive with them down here, so.
Okay. But they wanted you to drive her aunt's car?
Yeah, well, my aunt was driving, but I stood in the car because I didn't feel too good. I had a sinus cold, and they said they were supposed to go inside and handle something with something happened with her tooth or some kind of injury.
Okay.
But I'm sitting in the car.
Okay.
I don't know
And they
what's
said,
going on.
wait till we come out?
Yeah.
Do you know what they were doing in there?
She said that something about she injured her tooth or something, and
Okay.
she went inside to speak with the manager.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Got it. That makes sense. That makes sense.
That's all I got.
Okay. But you're friends with Elaine?
Yeah.
Okay. How long have you guys been friends?
For about a few years. And, we just know each other.
So like good friends, casual?
Not really good friends, but I know her for a few years.
Enough to come up here and see her today?
Yeah, of course. I mean, she told me that she had an injury here.
Okay.
That she had something was in her salad.
Okay.
She said she was meeting the manager. They was coming
Okay.
to some sort of deal. So I went with them, her and her aunt. And
But did they ask you like that they needed your help with something?
No,
or?
they just said, come along
Come
with
tag
us.
along,
It was
hang
gonna
out with
be
us?
After.
Okay.
And then that was it. So
Okay.
I said, I'm going to stay in the car. I don't want to get involved with what's going on, whatever they're
Okay,
doing.
got it.
I said, I'll stay in the car. I'll get in the driver's seat,
Okay.
If I was turning the air on, charge my phone.
Hey, that's one of ours. Yeah.
Damn.
That was it.
Okay. Thank you for telling us. That makes sense. Like I said, you're not
I'm being honest.
fully...
I have
okay.
nothing to hide.
Perfect. Thank you.
I'm from Hollywood.
How far away is that? It's like 45 minutes.
It's like 45 minutes. I'm from there, yeah.
Where's Elaine? Where do you think Elaine's from?
I mean, I know she lives around here.
Okay.
I mean, I'm friends with her for a few years. I don't know her that well. Yeah. But my address is on my license.
Okay.
From Hollywood.
Okay. Were you guys like at Elaine's house before you came here?
No,
or-
they picked me up because I was.
Oh, they went
go-
to Hollywood to get you.
Yeah, we
and
just
came back.
we decided just to all, go have lunch in this area, and then they said they
Okay.
had to do a stop to handle
Yeah.
something. So I said I'd come
Okay.
along with them. I didn't
Got
think
it.
nothing of it.
I'm just gonna double check your handcuffs, make sure when you sit down they don't get tighter.
Thank you.
Detectives take the primary suspect into custody, escorting her out of the restaurant in handcuffs. Meanwhile, they turn their attention to the second woman who accompanied her to the meeting to gather additional information and piece together the full scope of the fraudulent operation.
I just want to really know, how did you get here today? What do you know?
All I know was she's not. I call her my niece. I raised her. We're not friends, but we grew up.
Yeah, close
so
family
she's
friend
close
or
family.
whatever.
All she told me was she came here at 8 about a week ago, and she bit into something. She hurt her tooth. She broke her tooth. That's what I know. And she went to the dentist, and she said she had to give me work. So she told me that when she went to the dentist, she had a treatment plan, she had to have work done, she has no insurance. I said, all right, maybe it's nothing, you know, there's something hard in there. So she said,
thank you.
I said, okay.
Right.
She said that the owner called, they were supposed to give it to an insurance company. She told me what happened, because she tells me everything, you know, what occurred.
There you go.
So, she said, I asked her what happened if she followed up and went to a
You want me
dentist.
to stick around? It's good for now?
I think we're good.
Yeah, great. I'll be out there in the meantime.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Thank you.
So apparently her friend could go with her.
Who's her friend?
The one that was with her at 8 with her. But there was another one.
Do you know who that was?
I don't know if my daughter went with her that day. Somebody went with her.
Somebody.
I don't know if it was my daughter.
And she's like close family, right?
Yeah, we're all like...
What is her name? What's her real name?
Who?
The one with the ponytail. Because
Her name is Annie.
Annie?
Yeah.
I know her as a Lane because that's the fake name she uses. Okay? So the people that we love, we look out for them, right?
Yeah.
So the quickest way to a resolution is honesty.
Yeah.
Right? So her name is what again?
Annie.
Annie.
Yeah.
Do you know Annie's last name, being that you personally know her?
Well, maybe I would tell you everything. I don't know if she didn't want to put me
Well,
on.
it's up to you, right? I have a million ways. I think I have a fingerprint on my car. I could have Border
Yeah.
Patrol come over and see.
I'm sure you do,
It's just
yeah.
in the interest of time
Well,
because
you know,
Annie has committed a crime. Otherwise, police want to be here.
yeah, I know,
100%.
but this is what I know. You know, I know she told me she went to the dentist. She has to have work done. She has no insurance, so she tells me everything. So then she said her friend or whoever went with her couldn't pick her up to come here as a person. I said, well, why would they offer you cash? You know, that doesn't sound right. Why would they offer you? I'm sure they have insurance or something, or maybe, you know, you could
So
see
you thought it sounded weird, right?
Yeah,
So,
kind of. It didn't sound right.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I can.
and I apologize. Your name one more time?
Mary.
Mary.
Yeah.
Okay, Mary. So you get here because they asked you for a ride.
Yeah,
because
her
whoever
car,
couldn't
yeah,
bring
she
them.
wasn't feeling good. She asked Sugar. I didn't want her to drive by herself.
Was it just
raining.
Annie who couldn't come, or because before you said it may have been your daughter that was with her last Friday?
Yeah, both.
I want to be very blunt, very much just interested in Annie right now. All right, so
That's your car out there, correct?
Yeah, that's
okay.
my car.
Okay.
So, do you know if your daughter came with her last Friday or not? Because that sort of is going to change how I'm going to talk to your daughter back at the station based off your answer to that
I
question.
don't know if my daughter came with her or not. I'm going to be honest with you. It could have been one of her other friends or my daughter.
Do you know anyone named Stacy?
No.
Big names, right? So your only involvement is driving them here today.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know. I said it doesn't sound like it's raining and you don't feel good, so let me take you. So, and then the other person, whoever, if it was her friend or if it was, you know,
Who's the person in the car, though?
That's my daughter.
Your daughter. And
Oh,
what's her
okay.
name?
Sheila.
Sheila. Okay.
Oh, that's your daughter.
Sheila and Annie.
Okay.
Do you know Annie's last name, or do I have to like fingerprint her and do all that?
Where she goes by her mother's name, Miller.
Miller?
She might go by Miller
Annie
or her
Miller?
mother. Yeah, she used to go there.
Do you know father's name?
No, we grew up together. You know, like parents. So I call her my niece.
All right. Go ahead. Absolutely.
Okay. So when she was talking about her tooth injury or mouth surgery or whatever, I mean, I would be like, let me see, you know, or let me see pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So.
Oh, for me to ask.
Yeah, that would be a normal. Holy shit! You know, you bit into a rock at a store.
She told me she just went to the. I believe her. She went to the dentist and she had a, you know.
Right, but then
Did she show you any
pictures
injury on her mouth and picture?
or pictures to be like, look what happened at the store. Okay.
She told me it was just hurting her really bad, and that's all she told
And
me.
you didn't ask like, oh my God, that's crazy that happened. Let me
I
see.
did, but I didn't ask for photos or anything. I took her.
Right, I'm saying I didn't know if she
Yeah.
volunteered to send you pictures.
No,
like,
she didn't. So
okay,
I
so there was
believed
no
her.
picture,
Yeah, there was
and you
no
didn't
picture.
ask to see it today. Like, let me
No.
see what they.
I don't think, you know, it's in the back. She said I didn't want her to open her mouth and show me, and it was bothering her, so I didn't. ask to
no,
open
I
her
just-
mouth and
okay.
look at it, you know.
I mean, I
believed
would,
her.
but
Yes.
That's how I wouldn't do that to somebody.
okay, so you just
Yeah.
believed her.
I
You didn't
believed
ask
her.
like, let me look and see.
No,
And she didn't volunteer any pictures or
no,
anything.
she didn't.
But you guys texted about it and stuff,
Well, we talked about it.
On her phone?
and texted about it though. You just said
Okay.
something
Yeah.
about texting her.
She does
Okay.
that on her phone.
Yeah, she does that on her phone. She texted
Was she
Annie
told-
about it on her
We'll have
phone.
someone bring the
I don't
phone
know
over
if she-
right now, but
Yeah.
she's gonna watch it.
I'm thinking that she texted. So I gotta think.
You just said it.
Text, and she even told me, yeah.
Okay. Obviously, you guys had to talk about it and make arrangements to come here.
Yeah, because
so
she
you
told
texted.
Me, yeah.
You texted about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we talk a lot. I'm not much of a texter.
Okay.
We talk too,
Talk and text about
it.
it.
I'm thinking if she did text me that we're coming here, or she called me. I'm trying to think.
Okay.
Following the carefully executed sting operation, all 3 suspects were arrested and taken into custody. The woman who initially claimed she broke a tooth on a rock in her salad had introduced herself to detectives as Elaine Sanders, but further investigation revealed her true identity: Ann Sherry Miller. The 2 additional suspects arrested during the sting were identified as Mary Steinberg and her daughter, Sheila Angelina Miller. In an attempt to distance herself from the scheme, Sheila posed as a concerned friend rather than admitting her relationship to Mary. But detectives soon uncovered the truth and the deeper role she played. Sheila Miller is believed to be the mastermind behind the plot, producing fake documentation to support the false injury claim, including a fabricated $9,000 dental bill and a phony treatment plan printed on a forged Coral Springs dental office letterhead. All 3 women were escorted out of the Avocado Grill in police custody. Ann Miller now faces charges including forgery and theft, while Sheila and her mother, Mary, were arrested on fraud, impersonation, and grand theft charges. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and remember to like and subscribe for more content.